Hi, I am Teresa, and I would love for you to join me on Tuesdays with Tea Talk with Teresa J. And we are going to dive in deep. I am not your average pastor and prophetess, so this is going to be a broadcast of transparency, and we are going to sip some tea.
For me, and that's why I thank God for the grace of God.
You guys know each other. What are some of the things you guys did trying to love them? But he said, be honored. Be honored. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. With transparency, I'm trying to help you. Hello. How are you guys doing tonight? I am super excited. Another tea talk. Listen, did y'all go trick-or-treating? Did y'all go get any candy? Oh God, listen, I do not have a problem with trick-or-treating, okay? As you can see, I have my pumpkin sweatshirt on and my earrings that were custom made. Look at me. I am feeling festive. I purposefully wore this shirt today. Come on, tag somebody in the video if you don't want to share it on your page. But I promise you it's going to be a good tea talk. So this is something that you might want to share because I believe that it's going to benefit a lot of younger people, the younger generation. I promise you it's going to get good. It's going to get good, but it's not going to be messy. I don't tend to be messy. I tend to be transparent. So look at me, guys. I am ready. Unfortunately, I'm too old to trick or treat at this point. Whether people know it or not, I have dressed up for Halloween. I think I was about 26 or 27 years old. So I have several topics that I'm going to talk about tonight. Okay, so bear with me. So I want you guys to tag a friend because we're looking real low and slim tonight. Everybody out trick-or-treating? Everybody outside? What's up? So if you can tag someone for me that you know normally gets up here, tag them for me. Yes, please do. Because I want to talk that talk. I want to talk. We're going to talk about several things tonight. As I said, I purposefully wore this pumpkin shirt because that's not my issue. A lot of people say that when you wear costumes, that you're celebrating the devil and that, wicked and spirits and all of that. Listen, I'm not out drinking spirits. I'm in my house. I'm sipping tea. I promise you, it's so cold today. I am with the tea today. I have the tea really going on today. It's happening today. Guys, fingertips are freezing. Listen. If I don't get any invites, if the TV show, listen, it's happening. Y'all ready? It's happening. Listen, I done gave y'all the prize. Y'all should have joined me earlier for the prophetic overflow. Now, right now, we are tea talking with Teresa J, and we are going to sip what? Some tea. I have my festive cup. Sit back and relax. Complimentary of the Dollar Tree, which is no longer the Dollar Tree, okay? They need to change the name, okay? They need to change the name because I recall it's $1.25, but I did get 3. I did get 3. I'm up here because I want y'all to tag a friend. Because listen, I'm ready to talk. Y'all ready to talk? Because I'm ready to talk. And listen, I love bringing on people, but I also love doing tea talks solo also, because then I can be very transparent. Gloves are off. Listen, loving the Lord, but listen, the Lord said that he does not dwell with man all the time. So tonight, this ain't a prayer call. Listen, I'm going to keep it holy, but it's not a prayer call. Y'all should have joined me this morning for prophetic intercession, okay? It'll be happening again, but it's going to be a spontaneous work of the Lord. But I purposely saved these earrings. These were earrings that I brought with me to Colombia because I thought Colombia was going to be giving, you know what I'm saying, positive vibe. And y'all know that Colombia was giving grimy. I'm going to sip my tea. So then I said, you only have 2 more opportunities until the summer to bust out with the custom-made earrings, right? Y'all know I'm about my custom-made. I love custom-made because I like for it to be creative and very unique. So I am about that life. So if you know someone that can make me some earrings, I received these from a young lady in Connecticut, but I'm looking for someone a little closer to me, someone in Charlotte. I'll even take Georgia, because I'm gonna be needing. Listen, tea talks. Come on, how can you tea talk? They are beautiful, aren't they? They are gorgeous. How can you tea talk without, right? And I felt like I didn't need any jewelry. I went very like simple and relaxed. As I had a different shirt on, guys, and I was like, oh my goodness, I forgot. I have to wear my Halloween shirt. Okay? I'm not going to say my hallelujah shirt, because this is not a hallelujah shirt. Okay? I want to sit by because I want y'all to share this video. And listen, I'm loving Jesus. But what we not going to do is play over here in my face. Everybody that allowed their children to go trick or treat, and see, my tea talks come from conversations. My tea talks come from posts that I see people post. And y'all out here aggravating the people. Okay, listen, what about sister? Listen, the saints is starting to be aggy. She said the saints starting to get up under her collar, okay? My sister said the saints about to, in other words, tee her off. Listen, I'm living right. So I'm trying not to say the P word, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm trying to keep it holy, because somebody might call for prayer. But I'm gonna tell y'all, when Kylo gets of age, and in my neighborhood, we have a great neighborhood. My neighborhood is so trick or treat friendly. Literally, nobody's on my block because they know this block is a little sorry when it comes to, celebrating Halloween. So they're over there on the block with the teachers and the lawyers and the doctors, where they're having a whole party and it's like blocked off and kids are getting candy and they're enjoying themselves. I trick or treat until I was almost 27 years old. Okay. Don't you tell me I'm not saved and I'm not sanctified. Because if you want that smoke, I got it for you. I got the tea for you. See, there's a difference. You see the difference? Because God said he don't deal with men all the time. Y'all be so super safe that you get on my nerves. Y'all so high up in the cloud that you get on my nerves. Listen, whatever you're going to do with your house, that's your house. what we have to do. Oh, I'm going somewhere. I got a few places I'm gonna tap. I come to tap on some heads today. Okay. And my hammer is slightly uncovered. Okay. It slightly don't have the velvet on it. That's your choice. And I want you to comment. I want to see what you got to say. Let's get the talking. Let's get the yip yapping. Talk that talk. Listen, even if I don't agree with you, guess what I'm learning? As adults, the trick-or-treaters are knocking at the door. But listen, I don't have nothing right this second for them. Listen, they should have came earlier. Listen, they should have came earlier when I had the little candy ready and the little Takis. Because listen, kids are being children, okay? It is innocent, okay? I come to help. Y'all ready for it? We celebrate Christmas. Ooh, did she just say that? We celebrate Christmas, and we don't even know, because they're still trying to figure it out. The theologians are still trying to figure it out, and they're debating it. But it wasn't in December. But we're celebrating Christmas, and that's a pagan holiday. Thanksgiving, you don't even know what you're celebrating. You're busting out the turkey and you're getting the sweet potatoes and the candy yams, because I love Thanksgiving, baby, and it's going down this year in Myrtle Beach with my in-laws. But do you know that that was a holiday where they mistreated the Indians? But you got your turkey in the oven. Listen, baby, you got to get somebody else to do it, because I'm not the one you want to do it with. And leave the people alone. Leave the people alone, because the Seventh-day Adventists, right, and the Jehovah's Witness will tell y'all, Christians, you're out of order, because you ain't supposed to be giving gifts. Even on birthdays, some people don't even give their kids gifts. Now, what do I have to say to that? As for you and your house, you serve it the Lord how you want. Oh, it's tea talking today, baby. Listen, what I love about tea, how you want it. That's how I keep the flair in my own life. Even if it's not pleasing unto my husband, I'm pleasing unto me. Okay? Because sometimes you got to be like David, and you got to encourage, you know what I'm saying? You got to be like, you got to get one of those in your spirit. Okay? And we're going to talk about that today too, because this weekend was a lot of little mental anguish going on. I was having a moment, but the Lord was showing me that all the moment that I was having wasn't mine. So we're going to stay right here right quick, because what y'all doing is you're trying to force what you believe is right. And that's how we pick scent. We decide, right? We decide, oh, I come, oh, y'all ready? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can somebody type, uh-oh. Oh, uh-oh. Charlie, I'm still your spiritual mother now. But I'm going to teach y'all, babies, how to really live for the Lord. You get what I'm saying? Because you have to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Don't tell me what to do. Listen, because I got some dirt on some leaders. Oh, but I'm going to stay clean. Listen, I'm going to watch how I stand in the season, okay? Isn't that what Bishop Kendall told me? Stand, Pastor Teresa, but watch how you stand. So because I know all that information, I wish somebody would get up here talking about some costumes. You a whole hot mess. You a whole church a tag changer. Hold on, let me fix my earrings out, because I want to stay cute. I want to stay cute as I. How my sister Kelly said, as I shoot my arrow, as I shoot the automatic pop out, because I got it for you. I got it for you. And I'm not angry. I have so much love and I have so much joy. But one thing what we do is we want to pick. We want to pick what's okay. Right? Somebody confusing their sexuality. Oh, I'm not honoring that, because I honor the word of the Lord. I believe in what God's saying. Right? But I'm going to love them. The Bible said, with love and kindness have I joined them. There's nowhere in the Bible that is the Lord is sending people to hell. He's not speaking of hell. Okay? Only reason, On the only reason why Jesus even approached the topic of hell is when he went down there to get the keys to death in the grave. So don't play with me and leave the people alone, because y'all was getting on my sister's nerves today. I read my sister Shannon post and I cracked up. I said, girl, the saints getting on your nerves. She said, they just do something to me. The saints. But you got leaders, right? Not leaders that fail, but leaders that will flat foot cut you out. I mean, I ain't talking about fall short. I ain't talking about in traffic sticking up the middle finger. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about straight up drag you. And guess what y'all do? Guess what y'all do? Y'all don't want me to pray over your situation. You don't want me in your pulpit. You know what I'm saying? You don't want me in your church. You want to try to reduce me to what you want to reduce. Oh, I'm on one today because I'm prayed up. You want to reduce me. And the devil's a liar. If you ain't calling me for some real stuff, because I'm too busy. I'm too busy. Tell him, Charlie, mama too busy slaying demons. Tell my son up here, my spiritual son, Charlie, tell them that your mammy is doing too much work to fool around with somebody trying to reduce me to what they want. Oh, I'm back. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I'm back today. I'm back. Isn't it awesome? Can I get somebody to clap for me? She's back. Can I get some claps? Can I get some claps on the screen? She back. Come on. Y'all out here. But the young lady that got on my live and was saying, like, listen, I don't curse. I don't drink. You see what I'm saying? I ain't sleeping with the pastor. Okay. I ain't sleeping with the deacon. Okay. I ain't the motherboard dipping with the quartetters. I'm living right. But guess what? I have some sex. Y'all want to try to bruise. Y'all want to try to bruise the young saints? Let them come in. My God, it's getting hot in here, y'all. Let me fan myself with my agenda book. I got this nice book. I can't remember where I get this book from. I cannot remember if it was from an event with Bishop Kendall or was it my sister Ebony Gordon. But listen, whoever blessed me with this book, I promise you, I am scribbling inside of it. So listen, I have one for you today. Okay. Stop bothering the people about what they are doing. Okay. Let them come in. And what you do is you pray for them and you love them and you come into covenant with them and you protect them, right? But you also tell them this not the way, but I'm going to love you through it. I'm going to love each. Listen, God has been blessing me with some spiritual children. Listen, and them things, they something else. But when little Kiara, when I met her, Charlie, I said, what's that noise in the background? And she was on the live. It's my first time on the TikTok with her. And she was like, that's my baby sleeping. Do you mind? Is that okay with you? I was like, well, dang, sis. Lord. And then I bust out laughing too. I know I probably woke my husband because the Lord said, that's you, sis. That's you. Now, I want you to do something different. I don't want you to check her. I don't want you to, you know how the motherboard used to do? You shake you up. Because that net relevant, listen, my teacher used to straighten you out, get your little collar right, you twist your little ears, and you know, whatever she got to do to you, she did it. Get that fattening behind that neck, she helped you get some get right. But what the Lord showed me is, in this season, they cut from another cloth. And I want y'all to know I'm going there. They're cut from another cloth. They got enough stuff to deal with, right? They got enough stuff to deal with because Satan is truly the prince of this air. We're going to talk about anxiety and depression next, okay? I'm going somewhere with all this that I'm saying because y'all worrying my nerves. You understand? You got the religious aspect of the church I mean, y'all got every service under the sun. You make me tired. Listen, I'm tired of watching y'all. Listen, I'm tired. And listen, I be doing real work. Tell them, Charlie. Listen, I'm doing real work. I ain't up here I ain't doing that. Listen, I'm oiling up. I'm keeping my hands clean. You understand what I'm saying? I can't slap nobody in this season because my spiritual children need my hands to be clean. Oh, y'all don't want to sip no tea today. I got to keep my lips pure because they need my lips to be pure. And see what I love about it is, like my sister said today, I'm doing this with my hand because I be having to gather some of y'all. Tea talk gonna help you get right. My sister said today, I said, girl, the Lord just blessed me with all these little young people. And when I say I love them, I can't have sleep because I'm worried about Carlo and them too. And you know what she said? God getting rid of the old heads. The old heads don't want no training. The old heads, they learned Jesus wept. Now they think they're better than you. See, what happened is, even Jesus had enough sense to submit himself in humility. And he humbled himself. He was accepted as the rabbi. He was accepted as the teacher. It was okay. Guess what? They called him a carpenter. He went to his own received him not. But one thing I didn't do, I didn't stand tall like Jesus. Jesus kept working. I said, listen, I took off the collar. I put the collar down. Get somebody else to do it. Listen, because I don't like them no way. Get somebody else to do it. Because I know the real them. I didn't stand like I should have stand because guess what? I got too engulfed with getting glory. Oh, y'all don't do that. Y'all don't do that. Pastor can't even preach good. This is what y'all doing. Handing them 10 bottles of water. I'm sitting there all thirsty. In a church service, y'all. I ain't trying to drag the church because I love the church because I'm coming to your church. I'm going to shout. Listen, I love a good old Pentecostal. I love a good old apostolic oil because I'm going to shout how I put a dance in that place. But I ain't going to play with no spirits in there, though. In the church, right? I'm going somewhere. The pastor can't even preach good because you're giving them 10 bottles of water or whoever else, and I'm standing there thirsty. I'm like, I done praise God. I done did all this shouting. I done did all this shouting. See, T-Talk is the revenue. You see what I'm saying? T-Talk is not only going to give me a avenue, but it's also going to give me a revenue. You understand what I'm saying? Because the Bible said a workman is worthy of his hire. So that is yet to come. But until the manifestation of it come, I'm going to accept the avenue. I'm going to accept the gate. And I'm going to walk through it. I'm sitting there thirsty. But y'all worrying about a Halloween costume. I'm sitting there about thirsty with an autoimmune disease, can't have breathe. I thank God I ain't got to walk around with oxygen. You understand? Because I got other women that's in the scleroderma community that do. And I just thank God that I don't. I don't think I'm better. I just thank God for grace and mercy. I know he got something to do for this mouth. You know what I'm saying? This mouth got work to do. And I'm working hard for the, it was working hard every night and day. Listen, I feel good today. And I'm sitting there, honey, I'm thirsty. I done shout and praise the Lord and pushing and coming helping and doing what they don't even want me to do. I'm here to the Lord like, this is what you got to do. You want me to do that? They don't want me here. He said, I went to my own and they received me not. Y'all got some tea? Hold your tea up. You got your tea? Cheers to you. I got my tea. Ginger. And I think I have a package of chamomile tea because I got one on that stove for Kylo. Oh, I'm pulling a double today. Y'all hear him up there with the noise? So while y'all out here harassing people over costumes and costume parties and whatever, the devil come into the church and shoot it up too. He will go to the costume party and cut them up, shoot them up, The same way I done seen them come into church and do that's the same. Okay? And what we all got to do is worry about our own soul and our own salvation. Okay? Okay, I'm speaking a little bit of, what's that place? Charleston. Work out your own business and stay out of theirs. Because the same way Satan goes in the clubs, oh, the devil was in them clubs because they was in there and, you know, the witch out and the witchcraft. And guess what? I'm not condoning it. But people have a choice. They have a right to choose what they want to do. You have a right to choose. When you knocking boots and you ain't married and you preaching, you got a choice. You cussing out one mouth. You pill popping. Come on. Don't get me started. Okay? Because the Lord is a revealer. He's a revealer. I could be sitting in a place, he'd be like, look at him. Why you think he touching the nose? What you think he go? He ain't got that much sinus. But y'all up in the church letting them lay their hands on you. Y'all stay right there. Because I ain't judging. And every church ain't filthy. I got one for you that got good, clean hands. Listen, I got one for you. I know the hands is clean. Okay? I know the hands clean. I'm going to tell you who he is. Vinny White. Pastor Vinny White. And I'm telling you another clean hand that I know. Okay, y'all ready? Clean hands. The Gordons. Apostle Gordon. Denarian. I'm not going to speak to others. If I ain't been at your church, I don't know. Okay? Because I didn't get an opportunity and I didn't care enough. Let me fluff out my earrings. I didn't care enough to judge your spirit with righteous judgment. You gotta get somebody else to play with. While you judging people, right? You got a whole hand hidden. A whole hand hidden. But you want to pick out what you want to pick out. Some costumes. Leave them people alone. Leave them alone. Go to the quartet services and everybody having sex with everybody. Oh, and been doing it for decades. Listen, that's why I ain't no quartetter. Because guess what? I don't smoke cigarettes. And no harm, Kay. Because my sister Kay, she a quartetter. And I love you, Kay. You know you my boo thing. We still friends. Me and you will never fight. Kay, you still my friend. Tessie, you still my boo cousin. You living right. Kay, you living right. But what I'm saying is, you know how much stuff going on with the musicians and the church members? And you want to play around with the people with a costume. With the costume on. I told you I had tea talk for y'all. I told you that if the TV told, it was going down today. And I have a few things written down. But what I do is I let God lead me. You get what I'm saying? And I know that these people's hands are clean. But when you go there, the pastor is not responsible. This is my disclaimer. The pastor is not responsible for the congregation. So when the congregation do something, don't leave the church. Don't do that. I promise you. I promise you. Every church you go to, you're going to find discord because the church is a hospital. He said, bring me the sick and afflicted, for the whole needs no physician. I say that in my country voice. So what we got to stop doing is picking and choosing what we think is okay. Oh, share the video. Please share the video. I want this sucker to go so viral, and I want people to be confrontational. You see what I'm saying? To the point that we can have a conversation. I want them to be so mad so we can have a conversation. Listen, one thing I know about the streets, everything the streets say ain't a lie. Ooh. The streets don't always lie. The streets know your secrets. My favorite saying, I know what you did last summer, Teresa, because the streets know. Okay? So I'm coming to tell you I'm merely saved by grace, y'all. I'm a sinner, saved by grace. If God didn't come snatch me up, snatch up. Listen, sis was probably dressed in a costume right now, outside. Okay, I come to help. But how many people will allow themselves to be vulnerable so that somebody will be healed? That's why everybody don't go imitating T-Talk. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stay in good standing. See me? I've been on the outside, so ain't no need to try to jump in now. Listen, ain't no need to try to ride the bike now. I'm already out here. I'm already out here in the rain, so I might as well get wet. Because I know that the Lord's going to cover me. Because God ordained T-Talk. Because a lot of foolishness is going on that's very religious. But y'all up here bothering the sinners. Sinners. Openly sinners. And then you're bothering the young saints that's trying one day at a time. Rome was not built in a day. God didn't strip you in a day. You a whole leader changing tags. You a whole leader cussing. Listen, I was a whole leader and laid these hands on you. And they wasn't holy, honey. I would hit you. Hit you. And God called my friend and said, you, the police on their way. Y'all listen, I got the bail money. Carissa, she know how to get into the bank account. It's getting ready to go down. How many people gonna tell you that truth? How many people gonna say that? See, I don't care what you think about me. Because one of the things I love about God, if you don't receive it, He will. He will. That's why God loved David. Do y'all know that? David was a whole homemonger. He was a murderer. He was an adulterer. He didn't even protect his own daughter, Tamar. He knew that his son raped his daughter. In other words, he just said, girl, just bear with it. That's a woman. Listen, you a woman. Listen, women was being treated so badly. You see what I'm saying? In the word of God. And they say it's because of Eve. No, it's because Adam wasn't tending to his business, keeping his eyes on Eve. See, that's the problem. We don't know our position. And then when something go wrong, you want to blame it on somebody else when you did it. See, one thing about me, if I know I ain't did nothing, I ain't apologizing for that. I'm going to take the right for the wrong, and I'm going to still talk to you. But what I'm not going to do is agree with you. You offended me. And don't come with that if I offended you. You did, and you know you did. Bruh and sis, I'm going to sip my tea. Oh, I'm losing them. They get it back. Oh, they said, what foolishness is this? What kind of foolishness? The same foolishness you doing. Foolishness. I don't care. Listen, because you're going to watch the replay anyway. I'm about my Father's business. So while you out here judging that the people you think is living right, right? Now you'll see me with the little shirt to the side, right? But I'm just showing a little skin. You see what I'm saying? I ain't in your church service. I ain't in your pulpit. Ain't no kids around. So I'm in my own home. I can do what I want. And your kids shouldn't be watching my video. How about that? How about that? Because it's for 18-year and older. It's for the grown, immature. Right? But I can live my life how I choose. Right? As long as it is not dissatisfying, displeasing to God. Purposefully. Right? Put the costume on, Teresa. Put it on. You in your house. You ain't out here drinking and doing spirits. You ain't out here doing that. Put it on. Because I want to use you as an example of how people want to judge people. Right? I'm losing them, girl. I'm losing them. Because they want me to talk about somebody else's business. They want me to talk about theirs. But I'm on yours today. Because it's Tea Talking with Teresa. Everything going to get delivered on this watch. All right? Even me. So now, stop bothering the people and worry about your own situation. Okay? And I'm gonna keep quiet. But that's what I had to deal with. How if I gonna say this, God? Huh? I just prayed and prophesied today. I don't want people to think I celebrate. Yo, she's celebrating the devil. The devil is a liar. I like to put on a costume. I put on costume until I was 27. And then me and my kids, we didn't do trunk or treat. Or we sometimes, what we do, trick or treat. And we didn't do hallelujah night. We didn't. I'm going to be honest. When I was in the world, I did. As the world did. Right? But I know that there's a standard that I have to keep. But what I'm saying is stop picking and choosing what you want to condemn. Stop already. Oh, I would never follow her. Well, you following them and they ain't right. Thank God I ain't dropping dimes. Thank God I'm standing different in this season. Ain't God good to you? Ain't he good to you, Lord? Dad, listen, ain't he good to you? Ain't he good to you? I ain't dropping no dimes. Because I got dimes. And let me tell you something. I don't even have to be in your personal space to know what's happening. Because you know why? The streets talk. And if you heard something about me 9 times out of 10, it's the truth. And if it ain't the truth, it's the truth. Like my sister, Prophetess Gordon said, if it help you be in the truth, let it be that truth. So we can move on. So now, y'all bothering these people. Y'all stressing them out. They trying to come to Jesus. And that's why they on TikTok at 9 and 10 o'clock at night. Right? And 11 and 12 and 4 and 5 o'clock. Some are getting pimped by these prophetic pimps. Share the video 10 times and send me a seed and I'm going to prophesy to you. I was like, oh my God. Lord, Jesus, look, I'm glad I'm living right. Because baby, listen, if I wasn't living if I wasn't living right, I'd spin that bottle. I'd spin that bottle and tell them something. They have my cash app. Because listen, your church members are on the TikTok hungry. Am I lying, Charlie? Thirsty. Love you. Thirsty. And I'm going to still say what God tells me to say. I don't care. Thank you, son. Telling the truth. Right? People don't understand that these children, and when I say children, I'm not talking about young, like 24. I'm talking 30, 40, 50, because we're all children. Because he said, unless you come as a child, you are not forth entering. Are hungry for deliverance. I'm praying for y'all church members. Yes. I'm out here slaying. I have a witness up here. Slaying spiritual, demonic spirits. That's in your members. And I say yours, I'm talking about leaders. Body of Christ. Because all you doing is a bunch of nothing. All you doing is filling up the pews. And the old me, right? When I say old me, I'm not talking about the me 7, 8 years ago. I'm talking about the me 2, 3 years ago. What it said, you better get with your own pastor. I ain't got time for that. I got my own stuff going on. Listen. But to the point you have to take your messenger off your phone. Listen. Y'all don't even openly talk to me. You don't even speak to me when you see me at church service. Like, you don't even speak to me, sis. Get out my inbox asking for prayer. But now, it's still happening. It's happening again. They see I'm on the good foot. And I'm like, okay, God, if you tell me to. Some guys say no, because they really don't want to be delivered. They just want to be for you to be a dump truck. So now you have these young people out here. When I say young people, because I'm going to tell you, I kept saying, Lord, I have mental anguish. What's going on? I was like, I know I don't struggle with depression. Listen, anxiety comes. Don't do it. Isaiah had anxiety when Bel and Jezebel was running after him, searching for him. That's why the Lord said, be anxious for nothing. Come on. I help you today. So now, these young people have anxiety. They have depression. These young people have so much that they have to deal with peer pressure. I mean, that real life peer pressure. That real life social media says that you have to have double D cups, sitting up. You have to have your butt out here looking like it don't belong to your body. You got to get your gut snatched in. You get what I'm saying? And don't judge me, because I'm going to get my teeth done. And it ain't because of social media, but I'm tired of looking at. Listen, my tongue in prison. I'm sick of that. So I'm going to get what I want done. But what I'm saying is, they are out here dealing with some real stuff. All jokes aside, because I don't joke when it comes to this. I have a friend that committed suicide because she didn't feel safe. Even though I told her, you could talk to me anytime. She kept saying, big sis, I'm coming to your church. Big sis, I'm going to come to your church. Big sis, I'm coming to your church. Big sis, I'm coming to church. And she didn't never make it to my church. But I went and visited her. My last time seeing her wasn't in my church. It wasn't even in a church. It was at a mortuary. It was at a funeral. No spiritual covering. None whatsoever. Because she didn't even trust me. I'm included. You know why? Sometimes leaders will damage people. I'm not talking about, people this fake church hurt because I said something you didn't like and you left. That ain't church hurt. Child, that's called a disagreement. That's called having an heart. Listen, come on now, go on, sit down. But I'm talking about real hurt where they don't trust no other leader. She didn't trust me or no other leader. And I know that killed her. That killed her. Hello, Prissy. Another one of my TikTok babies. Even though she have a spiritual mother, that is dope. That is dope. She is still one of my TikTok babies. Thank you for joining. Listen, when you guys deal with me, you're gonna get the authenticity. I'm not just gonna pray with you, but I'm gonna talk with you. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna help you get that good correction, but I'm going to love you through it. Okay? I'm not encouraging sin. But what I'm saying is, why do we pick and choose what sin we talk about? Okay. So give me a minute, guys. I'm going somewhere. I'm not going to stay too long. My husband worked all day. My daughter's working a double. I have my grandbaby. I'm going to touch on this mental health thing. I want to touch on it because this anxiety and this depression is really real. A lot of the young people that God has given me, I'm a spiritual parent to them. And if those that decide to go up under my leadership, awesome. Awesome, right? But I want them to feel safe. I want them to have a safe environment. Safe. That I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, you did that. Right? No. I'm going to love them. You know how before you get fired on a job, most jobs, they'll give you the sandwich effect. You know, you're such a good worker and do such a good job and you did this well and you did that well. But however, we got to let you go. That's how I am in the ministry. I don't let you go, but I straighten you out. And 9 times out of 10, if we wasn't in real covenant, you're going to leave. You're going to leave. And it's okay now. Before I used to have such a problem with it. Go on in peace. I love you and be your better you. Okay? All right. So, I'm coming. So we stress out the young people. We stress out the young people, right? And I'm not saying don't hold them to a standard. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. Come on. But what I'm saying is y'all stressing them out, but y'all not helping them. I'm up at what time? 4 sometime, 5 o'clock in the morning. We up praying. I'm tired. I'm real tired. Okay? But I still know that I have to do the work because this is an assignment that the Lord gave me. Because Teresa, would you if your brother, right, was hungry, would you give him a stone? Come on. Come on. Love thy neighbor. I'm not coveting anything, right? I'm just protecting. Okay? They're in covenant with you, but because some of you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, now God got to send me as a protection. And I'm willing to go. So, y'all up here bothering people about costumes when depression is real. If you are suffering from depression or you are suffering with mental anguish, like I told someone the other day, I said, I just don't feel good in my spirit. I said, I feel down in my spirit, right? I'm not realizing what happened. I'm feeling down in my spirit and I'm like, oh my God, I just feel drained. Oh my goodness, this is it. You know, it's hard coming back, you know, like, oh my God. And later, the Lord said, you've been praying like 3 days straight. You might have slept 4 or 5 hours. You've been praying. I mean, real witches and warlocks, casting out real demons. Real demons. Come on. Okay? People that are dealing with spirits that they coughing because the demon don't want them to be free. The demon is speaking in tongues. And I have to tell the demon to stop speaking in tongues. Stop imitating the Lord. I had to tell the demon, just call Jesus. They couldn't call Jesus. That's how I was able to identify. And the Lord said, Teresa, not pastor, because when God come, he ain't saying all that pastor stuff. He ain't saying all that prophetess stuff. What happened was you didn't fully cover yourself. You're covering them, but you got to be covered. Okay? So what happened was some things were dropped, and because you're tired, you know the proper protocol. You know what it is. You know to pray. Close every portal. No backlash. I know to wash my hands. I know the protocol. But because I was tired, I fell into that. Right? So the Lord said, I want you to even be more sensitive to that issue of depression and anxiety. Because did you see how you felt? Imagine someone that suffers with depression 365 days of their life. So what would I tell you? Or anxiety? I will tell you this. Go get definitely spiritual help, right? But you got to go see a doctor. I am not against medication. I am not saying rely on medication, but what I am saying is when things are chemically unbalanced, God allowed for it to be doctors in the world. He allowed for medicine. He said all things were made by him and for his glory. Because I give you the word. It's the abuse of a thing. You get what I'm saying? When we start abusing stuff, you see what I'm saying? Gluttony becomes a sin because you overeat. In fact, Jack, you got to slow down. Teresa, listen, sis like to eat. Listen, I'll become a fat Jack for real. They said every time you post something, you posting food. I said, oh Lord, I am kind of greedy. So now I tell you to seek professional help. See, I lost people because they don't want to hear the truth. They like, ooh, let me get off here. She talk about me. Ooh, let me get off here. She talking about my pastor. Ooh, let me get off here. So get professional help. I love to joke. Look, mama's a joker, but I don't play when it comes to slaying. That's why I keep my hands clean. See, I was telling somebody the other day, I know where I'm at. I'm not saved for me. I'm saved for my children. I'm saved for my spiritual children. You see what I'm saying? Because if I had my way, I'd be outside. Outside. Not just outside eating and movies and outside going to events. No, I'm talking about outside. I would be there. So I don't judge. Okay? And neither do I condone. Because I ain't listen. I ain't about to play with you. But I'm going to tell you the truth. Seek professional help. See a doctor. Get some tests done. Right? See a therapist. Because a lot of times people that deal with anxiety and depression, they have a lot of unresolved issues that are centered around trauma that have happened in their lives at a young age. Okay? Or have happened in their life even as an adult. Because adults go through trauma. Do you know somebody getting a divorce is a form of trauma? Especially if they wanted to be married. It's a form of trauma. And I get it. Everybody have a right to choose. Everybody have a right to say what they do and do not believe in. There's some people I knew that they just would not medicate their children. Listen, children acting a monkey dipstick in the school. You know what I did? Mental health runs in their family. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. And I don't judge because I was at that place. Like, oh no, I don't want nobody to know. And Alexis had battled a lot of things. But because I didn't want to help my child, there was repercussions. Okay. And I thank God she's alive to see 23. Okay. So I definitely want you to deal with that, whatever that is, because depression, people are committing suicide. Listen, anxiety is the kissing cousin of depression. And people got enough stuff to worry about. And y'all out here stressing out people over costumes. And granted, I have friends that don't allow their kids or grandkids to go trick-or-treating. But that's your business. That's your business. Let's tend to the business that pays us, right? And let's tend to the business that glorifies the Lord, okay? So yes, I wore my jack-o'-lantern t-shirt, and it's so crazy because I sell stuff that I get off of the auction. And guess what? God said, wear the shirt. Because I want to use you as an example. And I don't mind people firing shots at me. I don't mind. It is what it is. I was made for it. So that is another thing I want to talk about. And I also know that I want parents. Your children are really dealing with a lot of self-esteem issues. And I want us to not add to those self-esteem issues. You get what I'm saying? Just small stuff that like, oh, you get on my nerves, you ain't gonna never be nothing. Oh, you get on my nerves, you act just like your daddy. Oh, you act like your mama. You get what I'm saying? Like, just be careful in how you treat one kid better than another child. Because I promise you, they'll grow up with trauma. They'll grow up with a proving spirit. They'll grow up because of rejection. You see what I'm saying? Jezebel was rejected. She wanted a particular vineyard, and they just wasn't having it. They like, nah, we're not turning it over to you. Listen, Jezebel went and got Ahab, her husband, because wherever there's a Jezebel, there got to be an Ahab. That's a teaching for another day. And had him sign a letter, taking the vineyard. Okay. So if you're not careful, your children will then deal with so many spirits. Okay. And I want to tell you, low self-esteem is really on the rise, all jokes aside. Right? Why do you think a lot of people choose the world? Because the church, we really, really need to get the love of God. No, don't let them do what they want. Don't come into church with your booty pants on, even though they say come as you are. Listen, the deacon is a man. And if your butt is jiggling, deacon gonna look, okay? Especially if deacon ain't delivered. Or deacon gonna have to leave outside the service. So you don't want to put a person in a situation where they now have to fight sin. So I'm gonna go. I love y'all. Did y'all enjoy the Tea Talk? Listen, I don't care who ain't enjoy it. Because guess what? They gonna watch the replay. They gonna watch the replay. So I'm just telling you, leave the people alone. We celebrate Christmas. We celebrate in Thanksgiving. You see what I'm saying? At the Indians was martyred. Indians was killed. And they celebrated and rejoiced over it. That's how they got Thanksgiving. Hello, hello, hello. But we still cut the neck off the turkey. And we still cook him in his jiglets. But you want to bother the people about Halloween. Now, I ain't with the devil worshiping. You gotta get from around here with that. But children putting on costume, going to get candy. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And then when children get 18, they leave the church. All over a costume. My God. They be like, gotta go. Nobody is saying give in, but don't put so much pressure, because pressure busts pipes. So I'm getting ready to go, guys. I wanted to be short and sweet this week. I'm glad you enjoyed, Lakeisha. I'm not telling people to be open to sin. That's not what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you from an apostolic call, right? I'm telling you to allow room for mistakes. Okay. He said, with love and kindness have I drawn you. He said that love hides a multitude of sin, right? They just need a place of protection. Thank God for Martina Echoes and that training over that phone last night. That was good to my soul. That was good to me. But some things we just ain't doing. Okay? If I'm cussing, don't you let me pray for you. Don't you let me pray. Don't you let me pray for you. Because I don't know what tongues you speaking in, sis. Okay? That's why God only gave us one of those things. Yeah. Because he know that tongue ain't about nothing. Okay? So I want to tell you why we got to just let people make their own choices. These are 6 things that the Lord hates. And 7 of them are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that is devious and wicked, imaginations. A heart that is devious and wickedness in its imagination. And we ain't talking about somebody out here with costumes on. We talking about somebody it could be sitting right in the house of the Lord, being wicked, cruel and mean. But you're bothering people over a costume. Okay. Make it make sense to me. Okay? Feet that be swift and running to mischief. Girl, let me tell you. Did you hear about such? Girl, do you know such? The person can't even finish telling you what's going on. You at the dinner table and your whole church congregation and your whole family talking about it. Get somebody else to do it. A false witness that speak lies. I know y'all know some church folk that be lying. I'm not trying to comfort the church, but what I want the church to do is leave the people alone, right? The Bible said that we are to judge with righteous judgment, right? But judge not lest ye be judged. Come on. They are sinners. Leave them alone. Listen. And even though people that are saints are having Halloween parties for their children, it's innocent. You celebrate Christmas. You celebrate Thanksgiving. You celebrate Easter. You don't even know when the resurrection really took place. You don't know. So stop. Y'all getting on my nerves. Stop getting on my nerves. False witness that speak lies, and he that sow discord amongst the brethren. Why do you think that God is coming back for the church first? Listen, God ain't even checking for the sinners. He coming for the church first. Because sinners are doing what sinners are doing. But why are you beating up the people and just doing the most? Oh, look, they getting killed in the club. No, what's happening is evil. Evil shows up on your job. What about the people that was working in the Walmart? And the gunman that used to work there came there, let one young lady, like, you can go, let a couple people go. And was killing up the people. How about the one that came into the church in a mass shooting? I think it was in Charleston, South Carolina. Okay. So I'm going to roll out. I love y'all. Can y'all please share this video? Share the video. Because listen, I come to shake up some cages. Because see, once you come to a place where you realize who you are, and you realize the call on your life, and the call that's on my life don't need a pulpit. This is my pulpit. The call on my life, but listen, I'll be a blessing unto you when I come. Because I promise you I'm bringing in the glory of the Lord with me. I promise you. I promise you your leader's going to help you out better. I promise you, because when I begin to move under the junction of the Holy Spirit, and I begin to slay them demons and your leaders, that way they can serve you better and not be talking about you behind your back. I can help you. I can help you. Pray over them. I can help you. Because I'm a whole demon slayer. That's how I understand how people let the devil come in their church and they all, no, don't get me wrong. I ain't got no gun. The gunman come up in there. Listen, I'm rolling on the benches. Listen, I'm be rolling like they threw mama from the train. I got sense. But what I'm saying is, somebody come in spirit possessed, and you all squirming. You squirming more than the demon. But I'm gonna go. I love y'all. Share the video, because we gonna shake some cages. And I love the Lord. And y'all stay tuned. Y'all that missed, y'all better watch the replay of this morning. This morning was on fire. Tell him, Charlie. That's my spiritual son up here. Charlie, say hi. When I say we rattle and shake some cages. And Charlie will be joining me on Facebook. Y'all, listen, mama almost on that TikTok live. Look, I only need about 60 more followers. And it's going down, shorty. It's going down. Hey, sis, how are you? Yes. Footnote, what's up? How are you, baby? So I'm getting ready to go. Please share the video. I need everybody up here. It's 8. I need y'all to share the video. Do not be afraid. Listen, it has nothing to do with you. But we want people to know that we're not falling for anything, right? But we don't want people picking and choosing what sin they're going to accept. I love y'all. I love you guys. Until later.